Well, joining me with his reaction is Republican Senator from Oklahoma, Dr. Tom Coburn. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning.
So you heard the president there. He doesn't get what people are complaining about. This is here to stay. Should be no problems. It's working. Is he right?
Well, I'm sure some of it is working. I mean, we essentially took insurance away from 5.9 million people, and 4 million of them signed back up with a policy that costs them more, has a higher deductible, and has less choice. That's a way of working. That's one. There's about 883,000 people who are newly insured in the country, according to my sources. The ability to have the network and physicians and doctors and caregivers that you had before is now changed if, in fact, you had to go through the exchange and you lost your health care before and now are reinsured under the exchange. Look, we needed to fix health care. The problem is this isn't the way to fix it. And what we know, if you want to make something unaffordable, have the government make it free. And what we've done is significantly raise the cost, and the cost of health care is going to go up again this next year, especially the insurance premiums for those who are newly onto the exchanges because of the loss ratios and the poor mix of young to old. So, look, and the other thing I'd comment about what the president said, you know, he says he's open to ideas to fix it, and we've put out several. He said he would consider, but he had a blank statement yesterday that said nobody's offered any alternative. Well, that just isn't true.
Sure.
We had the Patients' Choice Act, and we now have the Patients' Care Act. All of them do what the Obama administration wanted to do, but restore freedom, decrease costs, not raise costs, allowed increased access rather than decreased access, and don't depend on the weakest system we have, Medicaid, to cover people.
Doctor, let me ask you this, because you sort of have the trifecta here. I mean, in government, as a doctor, as a patient, you've expressed concerns on behalf of the American people with regard to changes, but Harry Reid says you're just in the weeds. Listen to this.
Dr. Coburn is very good at getting into the weeds and trying to find something that he thinks makes sense, but I think we need to look at the overall context of this bill. It really brings a lot of people in from the cold. So that they have the ability to get health insurance.
He said you're tangled in the weeds there. Your reaction?
Well, that's probably a pretty good assumption. I do get down into the weeds. That's how you discover all the waste, fraud, abuse, and stupidity in the federal government. So I plead guilty to getting in the weeds. But the weeds are important in the fact that we've done all this. We've raised taxes over $1 trillion. We're going to lose 1.5 million jobs. We've disrupted 6 million people with insurance that they were happy with to truly insure another 885,000. It's the typical government thing where we're well-meaning but incompetent. And this system, I don't want to get in a fight with Harry Reid. The fact is we need a system that lowers costs, gives real choice to people, improves health care and outcomes, and doesn't jeopardize the future of our country.
I mean, well said there. So is this possible, though? It doesn't